Hi everyone, I'm Annie, a broke Hungarian student trying to survive in Norway, also known as the land of beautiful people and terrifying prices. Anyway, here is what my week looks like as a software engineer master student trying to survive in Bergen. So, cheapest way to start the day, a yogurt bowl. Yogurt, oat, and pieces of fruit maybe? Fruit here costs like half my rent, so I just pretend it's dessert. Then I do some work, work. Staring at my screen until motivation magically appears. Spoiler, it doesn't. Therefore, I take a break and went to Lagunen Store Center, which is super nice but also super expensive. I realized I hate how wrinkled my clothes look, so I needed an iron. And I bought one, which was kind of a bad decision for my wallet, but I have one now, so my clothes look so nice. Okay, lunchtime. I decided to make something cheap and edible. I'm not the best cook, but you know what they say about Eastern European. They can cook and drink. I do both definitely so badly, but you don't know me yet. Anyway, pesto pasta, my go-to broke student meal. And I just enjoy it while I put on my big box sweater, which was only 99 kroner. That's basically free here. And I try to focus on an assignment by pretending to understand algorithms, which was kinda hard. Since I live in Norway, I decided to learn Norwegian, but in the hard way. Not because it is fun, but because I didn't get into the free Norwegian course. So I just bought a book and I started translating it word by word. 10 minutes later, I realized I can read Norwegian as well as I can read my own future. So not at all. Also, the shelf above my bed, whoever designed it should be go to the jail, because I hit my head on it every single morning. And here is my room decoration, which needed a battery. So let's go shopping again, which is not the best decision, but anyway, I needed a break to clear my brain. So Norway is stunning, but it's so rainy, especially Bergen. I think one of the most beautiful cities in Norway, and I only visited Bergen so far. And the weather is so unfair. I just finally came back to my room and look how sunny it is. While I was outside, it was so windy and rainy. And time to do some chocolate cookie baking because making friends in Norway is kinda hard, or if I can say maybe it's impossible because people are just polite but somehow rude and they don't want to be friends with you. So I make my sad cookies, and turns out my Norwegian skill is even worse because I just wanted to buy normal chocolate and ended up having kinda expensive raspberry chocolate. It's so annoying. But look at my dough. It's kinda nice, I think. And now it's time to do these cute little dots, or I don't know how to call them. And as you can see or hear, my English pronunciation is kinda Eastern European, if I can say, or just bad. Who knows? But my cookie dough turns out super nice, and I have more than 25 of them, basically all for me because I have no one to share with it. Also, if I have anybody to share, he probably say, this is so bad because they are not so good. Let's go back again studying Norwegian because I have to find a job, and without speaking Norwegian I can't find one, so I have to learn it. The next day I had to do another algorithms assignment. I hate it. My brain hurts. So I decided to go grocery shopping for therapy. And Norwegians, why do we eat so much candy? The entire store is full of candy and sugar. I really love it, but why? I'm just genuinely curious about this. So I grabbed everything that I needed and then headed back to my dorm, which takes a while because this B-Banan is kinda slow. And here it is, all of the stuff that I buy, and sadly my broke wallet. Then I had to do some coding again because I need to build a portfolio, since being broke is not a full-time job, and I needed to find a real job. Then had a quick lunch. And yeah, this is a kinda Greekish Hungarian gyros. And sadly, the fire alarm went off and disturbed me about my chill afternoon. And also, why the fire alarm went off, we don't know, which is so strange. But I went back and had a very calm evening since I put batteries into my fairy lights and turned every light on in my room. And look at my room. I am so proud of it. It's so fairycore. I really love it and it gives me motivation every time. And yeah, I also decorated my old ebook reader, and I am also a broke student, so I can't afford a new one, but I can redecorate my old. And yeah, next day, fire alarm again, but this time in the morning. Basically, this is a new type of community alarm clock, if I can say that. However, I have to go back to reality and do my final assignment in algorithms. I mean, not final assignment, but a big assignment. Another day, another shopping, which is so bad habit, but kinda I am a shopaholic, who knows? Oh, look at these cute birds. So I went to the same store center and I checked out this time the bookstores. This is kind of like reader's heaven. Look how many English books and also how many book sets are here. They also have Sarah Maas in half price. Check out my room door because I decorated it since I am a book lover girly. Finally came back to my room and checked myself in the mirror and look at my bag. It's whole time, but first food since I really like food. Basically, I had the yesterday's leftover, and yeah, this cheese, which looks disgusting, but super tasty. So let's just assemble my kinda Greekish Hungarian gyros. And yeah, when I'm showing you guys my disgusting cheese, I just realized I spilled it out. So time to clean up. This was the actual moment when I realized. And then I just used a lot of dressing because I really love them. And after that, I have to put everything away to the fridge. So boring task, and also clean the dishes, which is also boring. And here is the promised haul time. So basically, I treated myself with a badminton racket because I started to play badminton and I will have a tournament this weekend. Also bought another Norwegian book because I am so ambitious and maybe like barely from summer I turned pretty reading Hunger Games in more languages. And the store cheapest sweater because Norway is cold. So yeah, that's just another week of me surviving in Norway on a student budget. If you want to see more chaos, blog, student cooking and me slowly losing my sanity, don't forget to subscribe.